Hello. Not yet, but maybe soon. When I got that on, I was live. It's live on YouTube now. Huh? Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody on YouTube. If you are, watching me. Hope I just didn't mess it up. There you go. Nope, that didn't work. Hey. All right, guys, this is I Am Unique Right.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, this is I Am
Radio.
Hey guys, this is I Am Unique Right. We are here. We are live in Studio U. We are in YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Blog Talk. We are on Instagram. And we are here live talking about business, saying goodbye to Trump. Trump is now gone. He is out of the office. We have a new president. We have Joe Biden. And we have Kamala Harris. Gots to be super excited about that. So, I forgot to print out my notes. So, I need to print those out very quickly. But tonight, we're going to have a special guest on here. Her name is Mika. She is one of my Instagram friends and followers. She's a small business owner, and she is going to come on to my podcast and talk about her business and everything else. So we'll be excited to hear about with her. So I would love you guys to tune in to the Blog Talk, to the podcast, to the live on Instagram, on Facebook. Get to know people, like and share this. Tonight is we're going to have 2 episodes. We're going to talk about, right now I'm talking about what is going on in the world today. At around 9:15, we will have her coming on. We're going to have like a little, interview with her, just talking about what's going on with business and what's going on with her business and everything else. So I'm super excited about that, guys. I'm so super excited about that. So stay tuned. So now we have a new president. Can I tell y'all something? I got to vent just a few minutes, This has been one of those days. My daughter's baby has been with me all day, so my preparation time for this has been very limited. And I mean, I got a good bit done, to be honest, running around with a 3-year-old and dealing with her back talking me all day. And people, I commend all of you parents out there who've had your children in the house with them the whole 2021 or whole 2020. Man, I'm surprised there hasn't been a heightened child death ratio, child abuse. Maybe there hasn't, but I guess I don't look into stuff like that. But man, whew, I love the baby, but boy, oh boy, she drove me up a wall today. Up a wall today. So we're gonna post her. She's a cute little thing. She's a sweet baby, but she today, I'm so happy that her mother came and got her. So excited. It makes me not want to ever have children ever again, even though I wasn't planning on it. But if I had the inkling of having it, no, not having any more children. So with you guys starting out, so now we have a new president. And getting back on topic, we have a new president. What is our president going to do for us, small businesses, small business owners? Who else do we have out here? The small business owners. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't shut that down. Small business owners, the what is it? We got small business owners, business parents. I'm still discombobulated, y'all. Bear with me. All right, I'm ready. Oh, and let me tell you what else. I'm doing this detox right now, this 10-day vegan detox thing. And whew, it's supposed to give you clarity, but I'm only on day 3, and I'm in the beginning stages of the fatigue and the low tolerance, and I get to eat, but it's very limited on what I get to eat and how I get to eat it. So, yeah, that has been another trying part of my day. You're hungry. I have a 3-year-old yelling at me the whole time, and yeah, it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So let's talk about what Biden is going to do for us, the American Rescue Plan. So hopefully all of this goes out. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is for individuals, people, business owners. All of this kind of applies to you depending on what your tax brackets are. If you make under $96,000 a year taxable, that you're taxing on your personal taxes, maybe not your business taxes, but on your personal taxes, if you make under $96,000 a year, all of these things apply to you. So again, for all my startups and all my new businesses, I wanted to let y'all know about all of these things that are about to happen in the economy. So we have the EIDL loan, and the PPP loan has resurfaced. So if you have a small business, you can actually apply for those on the SBA website. For the for the PPP loan, you need to find a bank or a lender that's actually doing that, so that you can actually go on and apply through them. I like using Lindo for that. Lindos are great. They're pretty easy. They're pretty efficient. They're as fast as they can be. We're still dealing with the SBA, but they are, and the level of people that are coming in, so they're pretty good. I like them. They cut to the chase. They get you. They either tell you you're gonna get it, or they tell you you're not. All right. EIDL loan is a great, if you have businesses, make sure it makes sense. If you need to hit me up to ask me how that would make sense for your business, I can work with you on that to help you get that loan. They say you have to have at least a 550, 600 credit score for that. So if you do not have that, then that might be an issue for you. Other things that in the actual personal realm, $14,000 stimulus checks. plus already the $600 stimulus checks for those who got their $600 already. Woohoo to you. I'm still waiting for all my taxes for last year. It's crazy. But waiting on a lot of stuff from last year. Last year is a mess. So if you do get stimulus, then $14,000 you'll get in stimulus. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, because the common people who are your customers, who are your business, those are the people who are going to actually come to you and have this extra money. So if you know that this extra money is coming up for these people are going to spend this money. Sad part is about the African American community as we spend our money extremely quickly. We're not going to save it. Unfortunately, we should save it. We should invest in making our credit better. We should do a whole lot of other things to make it, make your lifestyle better, but you're going to spend it. So now if you have a product, if you have something, you should market it to these everybody, because they're going to start spending money again. So use that to your advantages and try to spend this money with black-owned businesses, you guys. So y'all do the stimulus. The black dollar stays in our hands, as black people's hands, for less than 30 minutes after we receive it. Every time we African-American people get money, we go to Dillard's, Louis, Gucci, Prada, everybody else but our black community. So let's stay in it. Find a product that you like. Find something you like. If you're going to spend the money on clothes, shoes, whatever, business investment, try to find a black vendor. Try to find a black business to help you with that. All right. An extra $400 weekly in unemployment insurance we're going to get. They're going to, this year, he's proposing to increase the tax credit for childcare. So if you have kids, or you have children on your tax returns, you hopefully will get an increase in that. $444 billion in grants and loans specified for small businesses. So guys, come on, guys, get out there. I've tried to preach to you guys about getting your LLCs, getting your corporation set up, getting your business bank accounts. You need all of this stuff to actually qualify for these loans. So if you do not have this stuff, I need you guys to get this stuff together, so you can get this money, because this money is out there. It's easy to get. It's easy to obtain. It doesn't take a lot of rocket scientists, but you do have to have your documentation in order. All right. So we're going to do they're doing the increase in minimum wage to $15 an hour. So for you business owners who are still paying y'all people $8 an hour, y'all going to have to boost it up, man. I mean, it's part of doing business, but if you can get one of these loans to help you out, if you pay people more, they do a little better quality work. It's hard to find people who are doing less work for less money. So it's good. Or you got to have something that you're giving them that they respect and they're teaching. All right. $400 billion for COVID testing and vaccination and school. Now, I'm not an advocate for this COVID vaccination. I recommend we wait a whole nother year before you get it. If you have to get it because you're in the medical field and you're you have to, then I understand. But I'm mentally not there yet for it. I work for myself. If they make a mandate for people to work in public, I don't work for nobody. I will never work for anybody again. So I'm not going to be mandated. The only part that it might upset me is if they tell me I can't go international because I don't have this vaccination, and we'll deal with that at that point in time. Evictions and foreclosures delayed until September of 2021. If anybody is in this realm having hard time struggling to pay your rent, they're trying to push this to at least September so people can get their money right, get their mind right. Now, let me tell you guys, don't go and not pay your rent and be out here balling out of control, and then when September comes, half of the hood is homeless. You still have to pay that money back to your landlord. that still will be eviction on your record. So please, please, if you can pay your rent, pay your rent. Don't use this as a crutch. Don't use it. Just pay your rent and keep it moving. If you got it, pay it. You know, if you don't got it, understand. And then they said 15% in EBT and business. So for all you guys who are, you know, business owners who have food trucks and whatever, and you can actually use the EBT in your business. Not that you're not supposed to do that. That is not what you're supposed to do, okay? You're not supposed to do that. But it's a little increase in that. All right. So just think about all of that. So now we're going into that. Those are the things that Biden is planning to do. None of this is set in stone yet. These are things that he has on his agenda to happen within the end of the month, which I'm hoping super excited that he gets all of these done, because a lot of people need it. Everybody's been struggling through this COVID, through this times. So hopefully we'll get it. According to your business, okay, our guest has called in. We're going to bring everybody on. Man, you and me both. Yes, Anthony, yes, pay your rent, because your landlords are getting the short end of the stick on this. And yeah, he said I pay $22 an hour. Yes, I mean, that's what you should pay if you want good help. When you pay for people's help, you get good workers. So those are the things. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony Evans will be on our live next week. He'll be on our live next week. He is a real estate mogul. He will give us that other side of business, you know. So I'm super excited about him being on our live. So right now we're going to bring in our guest for tonight. Hopefully this works. Hello. Hello? Hello? Are you there, Mika? Hello? Hello? Okay, we're having technical difficulties. Hello? Hold on a second. Hey, call in. Try to call in one more time. I see you on my Facebook Live. Try to call in one more time so we can connect you. We're having a little technical difficulties. If not, I will have to do it a different way. Get my cell phone. Well, let's try. Hello? Hold on, let me make sure I'm turned up so I can hear you. I'm turned all the way up. All right, can you hear me? Since you are on my Instagram, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? All right, this seems... I'm going to try to call you right now. Let's see if I call you. Will that work? Hello? Hello? Oh, this is getting on my nerves. No, I shouldn't have nothing to do with that. All right. Okay. So I'm going to call you on my actual. No, I can't hear you at all. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Yeah. I've had that happen before. All right. Hello?
To hear
Hello?
your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Can you hear me?
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Hello? All right. So I'm going to call you on my phone. All right. Let's try one more time. Ah, technology. Okay. We hear you ringing this time. Hello?
Okay, hello?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, yay!
Yes, we got it. We're on it. Yes, I'm
How
super
are you
excited.
doing
So,
today?
how are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I am good. Do you have me on speaker or?
No, I have my headphones in. I do hear like a delayed reaction though.
Yeah, can we not? Is it possible we could do you directly to the phone because it's a little light here?
Yep, 1 second, hold on. How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Okay.
What was I about to say? Give me that speaker box or my Bluetooth box. Yeah, it has to be plugged in, and I have to use the aux cord. I don't know. Okay, so tell me a little bit. Is everybody on Instagram? Can y'all hear her? Facebook? Can y'all hear her? Say something, love.
Can everybody hear me? Hopefully so.
I'm trying to amplify the sound. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to amplify it a little bit.
Okay.
Say something.
Can you hear me?
Oh well, we'll have to make this work how it is, unfortunately. So hopefully you guys can hear her on Facebook Live and Instagram. If you can't hear her, please let me know. Okay, he said no, I can't hear you. Go ahead, let's just talk. You are still live on my Blog Talk and my live stream YouTube, so both of them can hear you.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
So, tell me a little bit about who you are and about your business.
Okay. So my name is Shamika Monet, and when it comes to career by day, my 9 to 5, I work as a human resource business partner in corporate America. But And I've been in that industry for about 10 years, but by night I'm a growing small business owner. And so about maybe a little less than a year ago, one of my really good friends and now business partner reached out to me regarding starting a business. We both were seeking something different, and I was game for it. Um, our business is a custom hat business. We sell adjustable backless caps. And again, it's for anybody who, has an abundance of hair. So whether they've got like braids or locks or an afro, or maybe they just want to wear their hair up like a high bun, our cap allows them to kind of have that hairstyle versatility.
Oh wow. I saw it on what do you call that thing? Instagram. I saw it on Instagram and I liked it. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, thank
That
you.
is pretty
Thank
cool.
you.
I was really digging it.
Thank you.
So what else? What made you get into this business? What made you get started?
So, I mean, I could probably give you a laundry list of reasons, but I'll give you the most like two important things to me. Um, I will say I didn't necessarily know this was the business that I would end up in. I knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know what. And one, I mean, I wanted to provide some generational wealth to my children when I leave. I want to be able to offer them an opportunity to be business owners versus just an employee. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted them to see that there's an opportunity to do more or to have more. And then secondly, me just being in HR, it kind of was my push as well to become an entrepreneur. Because in the last decade, I mean, I've seen hardworking people like be disposed of like trash, good people being passed over for opportunities that they were well qualified for, and just kind of like all the other politics behind the scenes in a company. And so I decided, I don't want somebody deciding my future, in my career. I don't want them telling me, when I'm worthy of getting a raise, how much of a raise I can get, or how often. I was really seeking that financial freedom. So like I said, when my friend reached out, with the idea, I was all game for it.
That's good. I mean, that's the true reason why a lot of people become entrepreneurs is because you've had this job for a number amount of years and you've worked hard and dedicated and you've given everybody their time and everything to this job, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't like you. You're fired." Especially in
Yes.
Georgia, right?
Yep, for sure, for sure. I've seen it so much, and it's definitely one of the driving forces that makes me kind of do what I do every day.
Right. So what's the most craziest thing you've seen somebody get in HR? This is, I mean, you don't have to give no names or information or whatever, but what's the craziest thing you've seen people get fired for that didn't make sense to you, but you had to still do the paperwork?
That it didn't make sense?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say probably just more of, it would be like the layoffs that I've done over the years. Those are just, they're just hard. It's not that they don't make sense. I understand it from a business perspective, but, again, it's a difficult position to be in. And so I think those are probably the ones that, it wasn't that they didn't make sense. They were just uncomfortable situations to be in.
Okay. Makes sense. What state are you in? I know you're on Central Standard Time, so what state are you in?
I'm in Texas.
Okay. So is Texas an at-will state?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, so those are one of the things, like, when I moved to Georgia, even though I think South Carolina is an at-will state as well, but when I moved to Georgia, when I say the politics for getting a job here is you could be as dumb as rocks, but if you know the right person, you got a job. So
and I feel like that's very true. It's what's the old saying, is not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. And that's been my whole thing. And when you're new to the city, you might get hired extremely quickly, but they're going to pretty much fire you, lay you off, because they're like, oh, I don't like your personality. I've actually got fired for doing my job too well.
Oh, wow. Now, a crazy thing is I've heard multiple times, managers try to say, well, they're overqualified, which me personally, I don't think there's a such thing, right? Like,
if I'm applying for the job,
they're qualified or they're not qualified.
Right. Well, I as a business owner and as a person who knows about business like that, when you tell somebody they're overqualified, it's more that you don't want to pay them what they're worth. So that makes them overqualified.
Right.
That's what makes them overqualified. They're going to come in. If I go to work at McDonald's, I'm not going to be able to get a job at McDonald's. Why? Because I know too much. You know what I mean? And they're not going to want to pay me. But if I apply at McDonald's, no matter what I know, means I need a job. I need some money. I don't really care. But they know you're not going to work there too long. They know you're not going to work there, but you get a couple $100 you get out of whatever mess you're in. They know you're going to quit, so you're not going to be a long-term worker. But then make me a manager. You know what I mean? If I'm applying, I must want to work there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is that's what I've understood. And especially when you're paying somebody some money, I don't know what field, what kind of company you work at. When you're paying somebody money, they'll say, "Oh yeah, you're overqualified for this," because one, like I said, they don't want to pay you, and then two, they know you're not gonna work there. You're just doing it until the better thing comes along and you're gone. So that is the crazy part. So, what are some challenges that you have had in your business?
So again, that's another one where there's been many challenges, but I think probably the most prevalent have been like learning how to monetize social media. When you have not utilized social media for that purpose and you've always just utilized your social media account for your own, personal posts, to switch gears and to switch your mindset, it's different. You just don't know what you don't know. I was coming from a working knowledge or field that was totally different, and so was my business partner. And we just thought, okay, well, we'll just, put together our website, we'll create a social media, and it's just going to happen. Like, the sales will just pour in. So I was learning, just how to monetize social media. And then I would say the other one is just learning a different level of self-discipline. At a 9-to-5 job, there's usually always an escalation point, of contact. So if you don't know something, there's someone you can leverage that's either been with the company longer or that's just kind of considered like a subject matter expert in that department or in that field. And you can go to them to get that answer. But when you're in business, and especially when you're a small business owner, and if you don't have the right connections and the right support systems of like-minded people, you have to have a certain level of grit to keep pushing and not get defeated, because it can be frustrating when you can't figure certain things out, especially when it's out of your comfort zone already.
Right. That is so very true. And a lot of people don't like to be uncomfortable. The thing about being an entrepreneur is you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Because that's the only way you're going to grow. And that's the only way you're going to try to do anything. That's the only way you're going to make it your situation even better, is you have to be uncomfortable being uncomfortable. So my whole thing with that, like we'll get to leveraging. I'll say a little small spill on leveraging social media. Now I looked at your business page. It's awesome. You're doing a good job. You're branding it correctly. It looks like a business page. So I'm glad you didn't take your personal page and make it a business page. That is small business etiquette 101. Do not try to sell something on your personal page where you're showing your kids, your family, your lifestyle on your business page. Okay? Now, what I will say is on your business page, you can show a little bit of your personality, a little bit of who you are, but not to show what you ate for dinner. Does that make sense? If you want to add that into your story.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? You could even get on there and talk. You can get on there and, just say little things about your family. Like, oh, I had a great day with my family, with my hat on. But always circle it back to your business. The next part about that is you should use hashtags. Hashtags, I didn't look at your post, so I don't know if you do use them. Hashtags, you have to find popular hashtags that work with you, but you don't want them to be too popular, because the popular ones, there's so many people using those hashtags already. So you're not even going to get on the level, but that's how you can find your customers. So like, if you're selling your hats, so you will find women who love hats or hat lovers. And then when you go to those hashtags, everybody sees the top hashtags. That's not the page. As a small business, is not the page you want to go to. You want to go to where it says recent. So recent means recent on the YouTube, on the Instagram, means those are the people who are posting right now. They're live on Instagram right now posting. You want to interact with those people because first of all, we know where you're at. We know what you're doing right now. You're playing on Instagram. Since you're playing on Instagram, I need you to like my picture too. So, and people just like, if I give you a compliment and say, oh, your hair is so pretty today. Oh, your product is so nice. People like that. So people like compliments, and that works the same way on social media. So people like compliments. People like, oh, that was a great idea. Oh, that's a great product. Oh, that's pretty. So you put something in there that's a reasonable compliment and like their pictures, like a bunch of their pictures, because, liking one picture, you're like, okay, you liked one picture. But I go through and I'll sit there and I'll like 5 of your pictures, and then comment on one. So now that I'm in your eyesight, you're like, who is this person? At least now I got you going to my page, which helps me that helps your what do you call it? I forgot. Oh my goodness. Your algorithm in Instagram, get them to go to your page. And if they go to your page and they see your product and they like it, they're more likely at least to be your friend, follow you back. If you don't follow them, follow you. Like a couple of your pictures. At least you'll get some likes out of it, if nothing else, right? So that helps you build that momentum. Then use Instagram to DM people. Use your DMs. Be like, hey, did you see this? Do you create a cool little video? And this is the free way. And say, hey, check out my new product. Look what it is. Especially if you see somebody in their pictures and they have big hair, or they have something that is your target client, then that actually helps you produce that client. So maybe you should go into natural hairs posts, like use natural hair as one of your posts. Use thick hair as one of your hashtags. Use big head. Something that thinks that people, it kind of goes to your product. It would be like, oh my goodness, because now if I have a big giant afro puff, or I'm just going natural, or I have these big, natural weaves in my hair, then I'm going to want to use your product, right? So those are the things that you kind of have to look and focus on. And then using Target, Instagram, and Facebook ads. Start off small with $10 and $20, a week or whatever. See what it does. See how many people get you. See how many people like your post. But make sure it's in a video. I think people like videos So when on Instagram, videos work so much better than actual pictures or whatever. So if you have a video of like somebody putting the hat on and showing how their hair is poked out in the back and all of this cool, how to use the products, because you have a product where you have to educate your client to use it. You know what I mean? Like, why am I buying a hat with the back out? Like,
Yes.
really, what's the purpose behind that? And then some people be like, oh, I need a hat with the back out because my hair is too big. You know, so for some people, they would just do, buy
Right,
for that
okay.
reason. So, but at the end of the day, you're creating a new product and you have to kind of educate your customer for that product. You know what I mean? And to tell them about it. What is the benefits of having the back of the hat out? What is, what are the pros and cons? What are the things that you like because of it? Why did you create it? Tell your story. Everybody says tell your story. So obviously you must have a lot of hair, or you like to wear ponytails, or you have your natural afro puff is why you created this hat, because you needed something like this and nobody had it. So now you're creating this product.
Yes.
And so this is the reason. Now you need to tell people why you're creating that product. Now there's so many ways. I know a lot of people don't like to be in front of the camera. You're uncomfortable. All this whoop blah hoop blah. But get a model. If you have capital, get a model with big hair to be your spokesperson. You don't have to be the face of your business. I mean, you can always hire somebody if you have the capital to do that, to do a video to show people how to use the hat and how to wear the hat. And then you can go and create a voiceover, just kind of how you're doing right now on the phone, talking get a voice recorder app in a quiet area, do a voiceover saying, yes, this is the back. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of your product. What is the name of it? What's the name of it? What's the name of your hat?
The Adjust-A-Cap.
The Adjust-A-Cap. Get your Adjust-A-Cap, and now your ponytails is not flat. And just say little things in the background. Adjust-A-Cap gives you a nice, cute, bushy afro puff in the back, while you're able, so it doesn't smash up your ponytail. I don't know. You know your product. I don't know your product.
Okay.
So
okay, yeah.
but that makes sense, right? That makes sense, right?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So those are the things that I would suggest in social media, and just making sure you're consistent. That is everybody's biggest issue in social media, in doing anything. Be consistent. I know people who I have a friend of mine. I built her website for her. You build me a website? I was like, yeah, sure. Built her a website. She had this hair growing product, right? The thing is going through the roof, selling like hotcakes. I called her up the beginning of the year and I'm like, yo, so how's your business? Girl, that was too much work. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, that was too much work.
Oh, no.
Listen. I'm about to say, these orders just kept coming in, and I got tired of going to the post office. Really? You got tired of going to the post office. So my thing is like, why you just didn't call me?
Yeah, nah.
Right.
We need that bag.
Right. I'm like, what about 9 to 5 and da-da-da? I'm like, man, cut your hours on your 9 to 5 and go to the post office and tell them you only ship on Fridays, and they'll get their thing by Friday. Like, wake up before an hour early before you go to work. My thing is, realistically, you don't even have to go to the post office, right? You can actually put all the stuff in a bin and have them pick it up from the house if all else necessary, or you print your labels off on like ShipStation or UPS.com and just drop it off. You just dropping the boxes off. You not have to stand in line. You don't gotta talk to people because everything is already paid for. So like if somebody bought one of your hats, when it gets to where you don't want to go to the post office, use ShipStation, use UPS.com. You know the hat only weighs a couple ounces, and you know what your boxes weighs after the first time you go to selling one hat. So you just multiply that, put it on the make your own label, tape it to the box, and just drop it off. Like, why was that? I'm like, you got a great business, and I'm lazy. I'm like, man, I was like, give me the product, give me the recipe.
And and I think part of it too, Unique, is like, especially for myself, it was just like the organization and the tools, like knowing what tools are out there for small business owners to help streamline the processes. Because it's hard when you start at the beginning and you're still trying to juggle like that 9 to 5 and build the business. And if you have a family, you have all of that going on. So, I can see why somebody gets overwhelmed. I'm not going to give up, but I can see why it would be overwhelming for somebody, because if you don't have very good organization and you don't have those tools, it's like you're doomed.
Right. But my thing is, everything can be delivered to your house. And I know everybody doesn't know all of this stuff. And I guess, I've been doing this for so long. So I look at her problem and I'm like, that was your biggest issue? Is you didn't want to go to the post office?
Right.
Okay, I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Yeah.
Because if all else fails, I mean,
making money shouldn't be our problem. Like, that's the whole point, is we want to make money.
Right, you're making money. I mean, I can understand if you had this rack of products and it wasn't moving and you wasn't selling it, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. Okay, that's why you're not doing it no more. I understand, because then that means you got to put a little bit more effort into pushing it towards what you're trying to do. So that can be tiresome. But at the end of the day, if you actually have sales and you have people coming to your website, buying stuff from the website, you're making money. I was like, so are you profiting? I'm like, did you put your price point too low? Are you profiting? And she's like, yeah, I was making plenty of money. I'm like, huh? So then it goes back to you being lazy. So for all you people out there who have your businesses and y'all are still in that between that 9 to 5er and business owner lifestyle, y'all really need to, because everybody in most books telling you about becoming an entrepreneur and becoming a millionaire, you only can have one plan. So you have plan A is to work a job, or plan B is to become an entrepreneur. Now, while you're working your job, you can grow your business. You can grow your hat business. But once it starts to pay for your lifestyle to a level, of course, you're going to have to sacrifice just a little bit, because it's not going to be salary. It's not going to be consistent. So you may have to do a little bit of sacrificing. But if you can get it onto a fairly consistent level, then you need to quit the job, man. Because at the end of the day, that time that you are dedicating to that 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 12 hours a day, if you have a commute, that you could be working. Imagine if you are already making a quarter of your salary right now working while you're working at your job. If you take that time, you can make your salary and then some. If you dedicate those 8 hours, those 8 hours into that time, but again, I'm not telling everybody to just quit their job and do it, because you need to make sure you can maintain whatever you have. Like when I started my business and when I started doing it on my own, just working for myself, I totally downsized. Me and my daughter was living in a studio apartment and paying $600 worth of rent. You know what I mean? So instead of paying $1,200 in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, I was like, I don't want those luxuries. Let me earn these luxuries that I have. Now, not everybody is willing to make those sacrifices. Not everybody's willing to do that, and I understand. But if you want to be a business owner, you need to make those sacrifices, have good credit, or, win the lottery or something like that. But then there's so many there's so many ups and downs in having your own business, because your sales, like in most businesses, your sales are either good during the holidays or they're bad during the holidays, depending on what you're doing. As a business coach, nobody wants to start a business during November through January. Probably they don't really wake up until now. They just woke up. Everybody, y'all just woke up. Y'all like, oh yeah, let's talk about business now. No, man, no. Y'all supposed to been thinking about that in December, setting it all up for the new year. So when the new year comes, y'all can launch it, not start it in the new year. But people don't think like that. But so as a small, because you're spending money on your kids and you're spending money doing crazy things on holidays and traveling and everything else, but you're not thinking about spending money, dedicating it towards your business. So I get it. I really do get it. But I mean, in real life, those are the things that you have to do, those sacrifices that you have to make. You could buy your kids a little less to take a business course so you can have, or start your website or do something so that you can have your business jumping in January. By tax season, you're not trying to hit me up. Oh, I want a website tomorrow because I know it's tax season on. I'm like, boy, you're not going to get no traffic. You had to build it up during the slow. You had to build people had to know about you before you launch your website for you to have sales on the first day your website launched. Like, it doesn't really work like that. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. And do you have consistent sales, or have you made some sales yet so far?
Yeah, so we have made sales. Again, I think for us, we are looking to build that consistency of sales.
So my other suggestion to you is, while this one product is working. So I'm in the process of doing this book. It's 12 months, reading this book, 12 months to becoming a millionaire. So in your and it's quarterly. So that's why I did the quarterly business planner. So this is your first quarter, right? Technically, it's your first quarter. You really getting started. In January, February, and March, you need to focus on this one product. But at the same time you're focusing on pushing this one product, you need to develop another product, because how many hats with no back do I need? I mean, if I buy one black one, right, then I'm gonna do it. So what is your next product? What is your so that's what you need. So you need to and then you can stay focused on this one until the goal is selling 25 a day. Now, I don't know how many you're selling per day, but that should be your goal, 25 a day. That will start you off. But if you get 3 products at 25 products a day at minimum $25 or an average of $25, you will actually make $1 million in 12 months. So the math on
that definitely sounds good.
and it sounds easier than it does. So what I'm saying this one more time. 3 products, minimum $25, and 25 sales per day will make you a millionaire, gross millionaire at the end of your 12 months. Okay? So while you're developing this one product, I know you're trying to get it out there. I know you're trying to get it to the people, but you still need to kind of think about your second product, and then the people who are already buying the hat will probably buy your second product. Say maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a hair tie or some scrunchies, a scrunchie set for the ponytails, or maybe it has a satin finish, or different things you can add to your hat, or add a different product to it. So the same person who bought the hat will want to buy this one, or maybe even a design on the hat. I don't know. I mean, you and your business partner have to kind of come up with something and see what the cost effectiveness is to it. And, let me know. I mean, not let me know, but we are about to wrap up and talk about. So is there anything, I want you to shout out your business, tell people where to find you, what's your IG, what's your website?
Yes, so you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Free Reign ULTD, and again, that's Free Reign FREEREIGN ULTD.
Cool. and they can buy the hats directly off your website, and you ship them.
Yep, so we ship internationally and domestically. Yes, you can order it straight off the website, or follow us on social media, and it'll link you straight to our products from there. We do offer the hat currently in black and blue right now.
Nice. Those are good colors to start with because everybody will rock a black hat. It matches everything. So, guys, I'm super excited about her and having her going on. We'll probably have her go on again, maybe a little bit later in the year to see how her progress is going and see how she's doing. Again, you can hit me up on the DM if you have any questions or concerns about what you're doing. I'm always here to help. If you need, I have like the online planner class, different things that can help, or the planner. You don't need a class because your product doesn't have a class related to it. But if you need the business planner to help you figure out what you need to do with your business, that'll be great. But everybody check her out on Instagram. Are you on Facebook? They said repeat the name of the site.
Yes.
Say it slow and clear.
Okay, yep. Again, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Free Reign ULTD. Again, that's Free Reign ULTD. FREEREIGNULTD.
Okay. And anybody who wants to, the link is in the post on my page, so you can go to my page and look at her IG link if you're on IG. I will actually put it in this listing as well. So after this is over, you can look at it and see it. But I appreciate you coming on. I hope you enjoyed this. I know you were a little nervous, but you did very well. You did very good. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out to let me come on your podcast. I appreciate it so much. I was a little nervous, but definitely made me, feel comfortable. So thank you again for everything.
But yeah, start doing some lives and getting people, let educate people about that product, and keep it moving and sell, and think about your next product. You're going to be a growing business. You're going to be a millionaire next year, 2022. I want to see that $1 million success mark on your page with all those new followers and everything else you need. So let's do it, right? Speak it into existence, and it is existing. Correct?
Amen. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was everybody. That was Free Reign LDT. Go look at the link in my post if you can get that. Check her out. She has backless hats. So if you got big afro hair like this, you can put a hat on and the back of your hair is out and it doesn't have your hair all smashed up. It's a pretty cool looking hat. She has them in black and blue right now. So make sure y'all look at her up. Share it, like it, post it. If anybody liked this, if anybody wants to come on live with me, on the next podcast. Next week, we'll have Anthony Evans. He is a real estate mogul and business owner. We'll have him next week. If you would like to be on my podcast, please DM me, inbox me, and I will have you on. It's just a phone call. You don't got to get live. You don't got to get jazzy. You just got to come on. Just got to pick up your phone, give me a call, and come on. So we got you here, and I'm super excited about it, and I hope everybody loves and likes it. So please like, share this post with any small business owners or anybody who has any of these same issues that she had, trying to get people to come creating your business from your pages from blah, 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 blah. Making sure that people can find you on Instagram, find your customers, find your target audience, focus on your customer and who you want, and they'll come, and they're coming for you. All right, guys, I appreciate you, and make sure you like, share, repost, tag. I'm trying to get to 15,000 followers by Valentine's Day. So please share this with somebody. Help me who doesn't, not one of my friends, help me get to those followers. And I want to help a lot of people in 2021. I think y'all got your creativity going, so I really want to help a lot of people. So
60 seconds.
y'all have a great day, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.